K8SL K5CFY.
W8WKY.
The weekly Serenet, featuring club news, trivia, and check-ins from some of the nicest hams in the universe starts in 5 minutes.
K5CFY, this is KD8SLG. I knew the girl was about to speak, so I waited. How you doing, Ray?
CFY. Well, I'm doing pretty good, getting ready for the net. I think it'll probably be a short one. Seems like the net, when it's hot like this, the nets are a little shorter. So anyway, just wanted to make sure I can get in and check into my other club net.
Yeah, last week was a little slow on this side, too. It's just that time of the year, like you said. Everybody's got better stuff to do, and it's daylight until almost, well after 9 o'clock. So, yeah, and as you see, I'm over on NetLogger on RCWA, too. So I'll be punching in there with you as well. Good to hear you, Ray. KD8SLG.
Yeah, I already got you on the board there. So, all right, we'll catch you later. 73 K5 CFY.
CQ. This is WA8KOC calling CQ for the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Night Net, July 16th, 2024 edition of the Net. For this evening, I will be using a club call, W8WKY, and I would like to invite everybody, all amateur radio operators licensed, to come aboard and join us for a wonderful evening. We will have check-ins from everybody. We'll have trivia from Eric, W8ELM, our master of trivia, and it should be a great time. I heard K5CFY speaking with KD8SLG earlier this evening, just a few minutes ago, and hopefully we'll have tons of fun and tons of check-ins and everybody having a great old time. So with that, I will call for in and out check-ins first. Anybody who would like to check in and out on the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association's Tuesday Night Net, please give me a call. W8WKY is the call sign.
Get ready for the weekly Serenet starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is NADI Mobile, in and out.
Whiskey 8, Charlie, Tango, Mike, carry it. Portage Lakes, in and out.
Here is KB8LNK, will be in and out.
Seriously? 3 in and out check-ins? Yeah, okay. N8EI Jason, thank you for checking in and out. Got you marked as such. Have a good Tuesday, buddy. We'll look forward to talking to you soon. Also, my pal Kerry, the infamous closer for the Barometer Net each morning. Kerry, thank you for checking in and out. I've marked you in and out as such. Hope you're having fun in your electric e-trike. And Ron, hey, buddy, good to hear you. KB8LNK, I've got you marked in and out. Thank you, 3, for checking in and out, and we'll look forward to talking to you soon. Anyone else in and out for the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association's Tuesday Night Net?
KE8, IME, David, Sterling, in and out.
I also copied KE8 IME. David, thanks for checking in and out. Appreciate it. Hopefully you're having a good Tuesday. Drop back and spend some time with us when you can. Do appreciate you being here this evening, though. Anyone else? I refuse to follow operating protocol and call for stations in each county, so I'll go ahead and say good evening to everybody. We're going to have a fabulous trivia question by Eric, but any stations anywhere that would like to check in on the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Night Net, this is W8WKY looking for check-ins.
W8WKY.
W8WKY, this is Kilo Echo 8, Zulu Romeo, KE8ZZR.
W8WKY, this is Kilo Delta 8, Sierra Lima Golf, KD8SLG, Nick in Orville.
Kilo Echo 8 Whiskey Victor, KE8WVV, Ethan in Manila.
In Manaway.
Kilo Echo 8 Tango Lima Bravo, KE8 TLB, Randy and Rittman. I'll be in and out, 73, and God bless. Kilo Golf 4, Sierra Charlie Kilo, KG4 SBK, Mark in Copley.
Kilo Charlie 8 Hotel Delta Papa KC8 HDP Jerry in Shreve. All right, I'm going to attempt to pick it up there. I copied KE8ZZR Harry, KD8SLG Nick, just Nick, KE8WVV Ethan. I heard another station coming in from Manaway. It may have been Brandon, Ethan's father. I did not catch the call sign. Really scratchy, kind of difficult. I copied KG4 STK Mark over in Copley, KE8 TLB Randy over in Rittman, in and out. Randy, got you in and out. Thanks for checking in. And KC8 HCP Jerry, I copied you. So I have a couple of questions. The station after KE8WVV and the station after KE8 TLB, I did not copy those stations. Could they please re-identify for me? Much appreciated.
All right, let's try this one more time. KE8ARB, that's Kilo Echo 8 Alpha Romeo Bravo, Brandon and Manaway. Hopefully I'm making the trip.
Brandon, that one was fabulous. All right. I thought it was you. I didn't want to take a chance on assuming, so we got you in on the list. Hold on if you could. The station came in after KE8 TLB. Randy over in Rittman. Could that station please re-identify for me?
Brad, I think that may have been me. Kilo Echo 8 Uniform India Bravo, KE8 UIB, John in Massillon.
Oh, we've got you in there now, John. Thank you very much. I'm going to give everybody who I've got. KE8ZZR, KD8SLG, KE8WVV, KE8ARB, KE8TLB, in and out, KE8UIB, KG4SCK, and KC8HDP. Had I missed anyone?
I probably stepped on someone the first time myself. Kilo Delta 2 Echo Papa Oscar, KD2 EPO, John and Sharon.
John, we got you. Thank you very much.
This is Kilo Echo 8 Victor Quebec X-Ray, KE8 VQX, Joe in Akron.
All right, added to the list, John, KD2 EPO.
You doubled again, Fred.
Go ahead. Last two stations I had checked in was KD2EPO, John, and KE8VQX, Joe. Anyone else?
KA8MNT, Tom and Canton.
W8WKY, Whiskey Delta 8, Lima Lima Alpha, Neil and Metropolitan Brewster. Good evening, Fred.
WO3X, Whiskey Oscar 3 X-Ray, John in Cuyahoga Falls, and I'm in.
KF8G, Kilo Foxtrot 8 Golf, Brian and Norton, in and out.
All right, nicely done, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and go right through the list again real quick. KE8ZZR, KD8SLG, KE8WVV, KE8ARB, KE8TLB Randy in and out, KE8UIB, KG4SCK, KC8HTP, KD2EPO, KE8DQX, KA8MNT, the master of humor, WD8LLA, my buddy Neil down in Brewster, WO3X, and KF8G in and out. Brian, thanks for being here, buddy. Anyone else?
NHWS.
Bill, I did catch a call sign. I don't know what happened after you identified with the call sign, but it sounded pretty good there. Hopefully things are okay with you. We'll get back to you. Anyone else?
I'm in and out, Fred. In and out for NWS.
Oh, I think that NAWS said he was in and out. Okay, Bill, take good care of yourself. We'll talk to you soon. 7-3. Anyone else for the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer? I'm sorry, Tuesday Night Net. Please give me a call.
Kilowatt 8, American Motors Experimental.
Life is good. We've got the old goat in here. Hi, Dick. Anyone else? Okie dokie. Not hearing anyone else. This is W8WKY, the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Night Weekly Net, here on the W8WKY Repeater, 147 Mark 390 megahertz. CTCSS code for the repeater is 114 Mark 8. Thank you all for checking in and out and for checking in and sticking around. I'm going to go ahead and make one more call for rounds before we get over to Eric and wish him a good evening and see what he's got for us for the trivia question. Anybody else for the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Night Net? W8WKY here.
W8WKY.
Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. In Maslin. Whiskey 3 Kilo, WVK, Phil and Cal Fulton.
A tad froggy this evening, Phil, but I caught you the first time around. Good to have you here with us, buddy. I'm glad to know everything's okay with you. We'll get right back to you. Anyone else? nobody else. This is WA8KOC using the club call W8WKY for the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday evening net. Where are our officers other than just Nick? I don't know. I don't get this. We'll see what happens. W8ELM. Mr. Mast, good evening. I understand you've probably got a fabulous question for trivia for us. Looking forward to it. Would you please come in and let us know what you've got? W8ELM, W8WKY.
W8WKY from W8ELM. Fred, you did a great job of logging everybody in on a rather chaotic situation. I don't know what happened tonight, but anyway, good to hear everybody in here. Well, the trivia for tonight. When I was young, the only writing surfaces we had were either stone or clay tablets. Well, maybe sometimes a wax tablet, but in this modern age, we have paper. The question for tonight: which of the following early writing surfaces differs significantly from the others in its method of production? Which of the following early writing surfaces differs significantly from the others in its method of production? Your choices are A, alpha, parchment, B, bravo, sheepskin, C, Charlie, vellum, or D, delta, papyrus. And I'll give those choices again. Is it A, parchment, B, sheepskin, C, vellum, or D, papyrus? Take it away, Fred.
I'd like to let everybody know that Mr. Mass has the very best trivia questions ever. And it's a brain teaser. Hopefully everybody's got their thinking caps on. Yes. Which of the early possibilities of documentation differ in production? So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing started off. I'm going to get up to Harry. KE8ZZR, W8WKY. Harry, good evening. It's great to hear you this evening. Missed you on the Bravo Net. I hope everything's well with you. What's your answer for this trivia question?
W8WKY, this is KE8ZZR. Good evening, Fred. Good evening to everybody on the net. Yeah, I got to tell you, that barometer net, that's hard for, barometer net, that's kind of hard for me to get up in the morning. I'm being retired at 7, 8 o'clock hour comes by pretty quick, and I'm still snoozing. So once in a while I'll get on there. But I'm going to go with Eric's trivia question, and I'm going to go with C. C is in Charlie. With that, I'll turn it back to you, Fred. This is KE8ZZR.
Harry, darn glad hearing from you this evening. Seriously. And, don't worry about it. I mean, at 7 o'clock in the morning, our Commander-in-Chief, our president of the club, AA8CS, finds it very difficult to even crack his eyelids at 7 a.m. We're lucky if he comes in on time. And hopefully he's listening. He's going to give me a slap upside the head Thursday evening. But anyway, yes, I have you marked down for C. Thank you very much. Vellum, I don't know what that might be. But you know what? Eric's the master of trivia. I got to say that. We used to have Russ WB8 UPA come in for trivia, but I don't know what happened to Russ. I hope he's okay. I hope he's still on the right side of the earth. But, yeah, I have to say Eric does a great job. Thank you, Eric, for a great trivia question. KD8SLG, just Nick. Buddy, I know you're going to get this one right, correct? Over to you. W8WKY. W8WKY, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Fred, and all of the Sarah Club netizens. So good to be here. Let's do trivia first. Before Eric gave the answers, I chose Papyrus. So I'm going to go with Delta as my answer. However, the answer. So whoever's behind me, don't follow me down the Papyrus rabbit hole. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on this next couple of weeks for Sarah Club. We got a meeting Thursday night, 7 o'clock at the Aries Lounge. Thank you, phone. Thank you again, phone. And hope to see everybody there. Don't know what the presentation is going to be. I believe that our illustrious leader is working on the presentation as we speak. So they may answer one of your where are the other officers questions. I know tonight is Jason's wife's birthday, and he was at Chipotle picking up Chipotle earlier, so I believe he was taking the family out for ice cream during the net here, so that's where Jason is. But he did at least check in and say hi. We got a fox hunt on Saturday. That's 10 a.m. at the Jewelers parking lot in Washington. And hopefully NTAD Dave will come in with more information, but I want to remind everybody that this is a team sport, the fox hunt for Sarah Club. It's not like we're going in a field and you walk around by yourself. You got to drive around to find this thing. Team partner up and find someone to play the game with. Next weekend we got a POTA event at West Branch. I'll be burning dogs and burgers. Hopefully Josh will come in here because he's spearheading it, and he'll give us a bunch of the specifics there, but they are up on w8wky.org. And see a bunch of people there as well. Don't forget, we meet at 5 o'clock-ish at Casa Nuestra before the meeting on Thursday night for some Mexican food, and all are welcome. This is KD8SLG, back to net control. Thanks, Fred. Just Nick. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate that. Great job. I have you marked down for D Delta for the answer to trivia. You know, back in the 80s when I was a member of North Coast Amateur Radio Club over in North Olmsted, we used to have fox hunts, and they transpired the same way that we're going to do ours this year. So it should be a lot of fun. It should be a lot of fun. I would suggest everybody that would enjoy finding out about directional attenuation, that would be the ticket. It would be a lot of fun. So thanks, Nick. You take good care of yourself. I hope you win the trivia this evening. Don't hold your breath. KE8WVV Ethan, good evening. I hope you're having a good Tuesday so far. You and your dad. Over to you. Good to hear you, buddy.
KE8WVV. Well, good evening, everybody on the net. I don't have a whole lot going on right now, but we've currently got a wood board on a couple of sideways benches down here in the basement with a little bit of paracord and some clamps, and made a poor man's ping pong table. And been hitting the ball back and forth and finding a ball buried in the corner. Pretty much almost every other hit. So that's how that's going. I've also just done a little bit of a project, a science project or whatever, So, I don't know if anybody remembers Hot Wheels launchers. And some of them now are enclosed, so you can't mess with them. But the ones that aren't enclosed, you can wrap the rubber band around the hook, up and over the other hook, and back to the first hook. And then you get twice the power. So, been launching things across the basement now. Oh boy. Anyways, I don't think I've mentioned getting the lawnmower fixed recently, but the lawnmower we got from a friend of ours, we got that all fixed, and it's been doing good, and it's mown the lawn twice successfully with almost no problems. And I decided, I was like, how hard is it to put the snow chains on here and take them off? And I wrestled with those for about 15 minutes. And probably not as long as many other people might for some semi-trucks and stuff, but it was an interesting thing to try, and probably a good thing to try it now instead of when it's 10 degrees out. Anyways, I'm going to hand this back to Nat, say 73. This is KE8WVV.
All that sounds great, Ethan. Hot Wheels, really cool. But do you have an answer for the trivia question? If I heard you say it, I'm sorry I didn't hear it. So, over to you.
No, you didn't mishear. KE8WVV. I got sidetracked. I'm going to say sheepskin. That's my guess. Back to you.
B. Bravo. Is sheepskin. We've got you marked down for B. Ethan, thanks for being here. You take good care of yourself. Enjoy yourself, buddy. Sounds like you're having fun. And stay alert. Brandon. KE8ARB. Good evening, Brandon. Good to have you back here with us. How are you doing? And what's your answer for Eric's trivia question?
Alrighty, this is KE8ARB. It's good to be here. Good to hear everybody on the air. I have a sure thing now. I forget exactly what he was asking, but I thought he was asking which of these, media is hardest to write on. And I know that's sheepskin. I've tried to do it before, and there's a bunch of wool in the way, and you have to really shave them. They're a booger. It takes a long time, but even once you get down there, they don't tend to like to be written on. So sheepskin is very difficult to write on compared to the others. That's been my experience firsthand and otherwise. So that's the answer for that. And let's see what else we have going on here. I'm kind of interested in the fox hunt. I want to get into that stuff. I don't have any equipment, but I want to see how it's done. So I might come bother you guys and pester you over the weekend. And I also heard a club meeting. I might try and get myself out there. We do have quite a few projects going on here, as Ethan mentioned. His projects are different than mine. I have a kitchen faucet that's leaking, and I said, you know what? I'm tired of replacing little bits and pieces on here. We're getting a new faucet. We are replacing all the plumbing under the sink, and now we have to replace the cabinet because it got all wet. So I have a different project, but if my evening clears up, I'll be out there for the club meeting because I want to get out there and hang out with everybody. If I don't see you then, I will definitely see you for the POTA outing. Now, Josh, he assured me that he was bringing maybe that was just for me and I'm not supposed to tell everybody else. Looking forward to a steak when that grill gets going. So anyway, we'll see how that plays out. Really looking forward to that coming up on the 27th. The Pete Cars Club is going to be over at Lake Milton, and we hope to do some park-to-parks. We have the Sea Park folks. They're going to be over at the Cuyahoga Valley National Park. So I think that's about enough rambling. Sorry, mind dump. That's kind of what it was tonight. I'll say 73s. Good night, everybody. This is KE8ARB.
KE8ARB. Brandon, it's great hearing from you, buddy. Missed talking to you, and yeah, good choice, B. You got your marks down for B, sheepskin. You know what? All I can say is, if you have a problem writing on any of these, get yourself a fountain pen. If you get enough of the juices flowing, the ink will flow, believe me. So anyway, yep, we've got you checked in for B, and hopefully you'll have a good rest of your evening. Yeah, it does sound like your project is much less enjoyable than Ethan's. But you know what? You have to do it. And I'm sure you'll get it done properly, efficiently, and things will go the correct way, and you won't have to worry about jury rigging stuff and, going back and forth, fixing stuff left and right. That's a really annoyance. So good for you, handling it the right way. Take good care of yourself, Brandon. We'll say 7-3, and hopefully we'll talk to you soon. KE8TLB, Randy was in and out. KE8UIB, Johnny, are you here? You're not out on one of those lakes in Porter's Lakes fishing, are you? We have a trivia question we need an answer to. Are you available? W8WKY.
W8WKY from KE8UIB. Good evening, Fred, and everybody out there in the net. No, sir, I'm at home tonight trying to beat the heat and stay cool. The trivia question. Let me see. My mom is saying B. My dad is saying D. And since it's my dad's birthday, I guess I'll be a good son and I'll take D, and we'll just call it that and see where I land. But with that, just want to say hello to everybody. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. As I'm just sitting at home chilling, living the $5 dream, a nickel at a time. Hi. And we had some company tonight, Fred. My stepson was over and one of his buddies, and I was buying fishing poles off of one of his buddies. So, yeah, still revolving around something that was fishing. And then, we decided to sneak outside and run one of my RC cars. So ain't nothing any funnier than three grown men outside in the middle of the road running an RC car at very high speed. So that's been about the highlight of my evening. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and hand this back over to you, Fred, and thanks for running the net. It's great to hear you, and this is KE8UIB. 7-3, y'all.
John, it's always a pleasure to hear from you. Always. And I hope that you have a good time. You know what? Those RC cars, they're really cool. And, they do go pretty damn fast. I remember when I was flying radio-controlled airplanes, they had gas-powered cars like that were radio-controlled. They screamed right on down the road. I mean, it was wild. Hopefully you're having a good time. Hopefully you're going to have a safe evening, a wonderful evening, and get back on it in the morning, and I hope to hear you in the morning. I'm not trying to push you, but, man, it's always good to hear from you while you're driving your situation from Massillon to Hartville. Take good care of yourself, 7-3. We'll talk to you soon. KG4SCK, Mark, good evening. How are you? Hopefully your evening's going well. What's new in Copley? W8WKY.
W8WKY.
W8WKY and WA8KOC. Good evening, Fred. Good to hear you again. Well, I've been pondering Eric's trivia questions, and I know from experience Shorter's postulate says not to pick C. But I've never heard this word vellum, so I'm going to take a chance and pick it, Fred. C it is for me. And I thought I had a brilliant idea of taking this chicken scratch on my notepad and I ought to put these trivia questions in an online form. And then I realized you have to explain all the answers in a educated fashion. I just can't do that. So bravos to Eric, and good job. KG4SCK back to net.
Alrighty, Mark. No problem. We do have you marked down for C, Bellum. I don't know what that is, but that's why we do trivia, right? We learn. If we know, that's great. If we don't, we learn something. So there you go. But anyway, whatever you're doing this evening, stay safe, stay cool. Maybe I'll hear from you in the morning on the barometer net, but if not, take good care of yourself and have a good week. And stay cool. It's going to get better. Tomorrow's supposed to be a lot less humid and heat. So looking forward to that. Take care, Mark. 73. KC8 HTP. Jerry, good evening. You and I have not talked for quite a while. I hope everything is well with you. And what's your answer for Eric's trivia question? It's all yours, buddy.
Well, good evening, Fred. Yeah, it has been a while since we've talked. Hope to talk to you in person on Thursday evening at the meeting. And good evening to you, Eric. Thank you for the trivia question. It's another head scratcher. And good evening to everyone on the net and those listening. I'm going to answer that trivia question before I forget, because I know if I don't, I will. No one has picked Alpha yet, Parchment, so that is going to be my answer. Not a lot going on. I've been pretty quiet here in Shreve. Not much going on. So, like I say, I look forward to seeing everyone Thursday evening at the meeting, and possibly before at Casa Nuestra. So with that, send things back to you, Fred. W8WKY and the net from KC8HDP 73.
Perfect, Jerry. I have you marked down for A, Parchment, and we'll see what happens. But hey, you know what? Look forward to seeing you Thursday night. Be great to shake hands and give you a hug and say hello. Hopefully everything is going well with you and yours throughout this week. And yeah, Casa Nuestra, I understand that's a big party. Yeah, sometimes I just don't make it, but that's okay. You take good care of yourself, and we'll see how you fare with the answer on Eric's trivia question. Take care, pal. KD2EPO. John, good evening. Welcome aboard. Thank you for being here. How's everything with you and yours? And what's your answer for this trivia question? It's a pretty good one.
Good evening. It definitely is a good one. This is KD2EPO, by the way. I'm going to go also with letter A, just because it hasn't been picked very often, because I'm completely shooting from the hip on that one. Evening is going good. Still trying to get in the habit of hopping on the net here. I know I hopped on it a few weeks ago and gone a few weeks without it. But still getting stuff set up here at the house. Again, been down here since October, but I swear every single time I turn around, there's another box to take care of or something else to unpack, windows to replace, all that other fun stuff. But hopefully get a base station set up soon. Other than that, hope everybody has a great evening, and thanks for having me. KD2EPO, back to you.
John, once again, can I ask what your answer to the trivia question was? I caught everything but your answer. I'm sorry.
No worries. Number letter A.
John, we've got marked down for letter A. That would be Parchment. You take good care of yourself. Thanks for being here with us. Appreciate you taking the time to check in with us and have a good time here on the Tuesday Night Net. You have yourself a great week, should I not talk to you, and look forward to talking to you soon in the near future. 7-3. KE8 UQX. Joe, I know you're going to get this one right. It's up to you, buddy. W8WKY.
W8WKY, this is KE8VQX. Hello, Fred, and everyone else on the net. Good to hear everybody. Really is. I never get them right, Fred, so I'm not sure why you're throwing that on me. But anyway, just got back literally as the net was starting from 4 days of flying, so really good to hear everyone. The work schedule has not meshed with club activities whatsoever for the past few months, but hopefully that'll turn around soon, and hopefully I can get to that meeting on Thursday night. I look forward to it. As far as my trivia answer goes, I was kind of thinking vellum, because I don't know what that is, but I wanted to abide by the shortest postulate, so I decided against that. I'm going to go with sheepskin. As far as production goes, you got to kill them, you got to skin them, you got to eat what's left. I'm sure they hate that, but that's what I'm going to go with. So mark me down as B, as in Bravo, Fred, and hopefully talk to you again tomorrow morning. This is KE8 VQX, back to net control.
KE8 VQX, WAWKY. Joe, you and I are both the same. We're hunters, and I'm not out there hunting for trophies. I'm out there hunting for meat, and I'll take the meat, and I'll be very cautious, as it were, to be a good, wholesome hunter and trapper. So you take good care of yourself. I got you marked down for B, Bravo. We'll look forward to talking to you soon. Always a pleasure, buddy. And hopefully I'll talk to you tomorrow morning. We'll see what happens. 7-3. KA8 MNT, the master of humor for the barometer net, is in the house. Tom, good evening. Are you and Linda okay? And what's your answer for the trivia question? WAWKY.
WAWKY, this is KA8MNT. Well, good evening, Fred, and everybody else that's on the net tonight. Well, I must be one of the only ones that knows what vellum is. So I'm going to pick C as far as that goes. Not much going on here. Everybody's got projects to do. I've got a D104 microphone sitting here that needs my attention to be rewired to ICOM use. I've got a 3D printer that needs to be tore down and rebuilt. And in fact, I started that today. What else do I have here? Oh my gosh. I'm setting up a laptop with Linux and starting to put ham programs on it to get it to work. And I've got a Saigu X6100 that I just got, and I'm in the process of learning that. So I've got several projects to do. Linda's doing pretty good. She's downstairs under her high-intensity lamp doing her counter cross-stitch. She's got, I think she said she had 8 pages done out of 34, and she's been working on it for 2.5 months. So this is a big one, and I think it's one of the biggest ones she's ever done. So enough of my rambling. I'm going to say 7-3s, everybody, and turn everything back over to W8WKY from KA8MNT.
Fair enough, Tom. We've got you marked down for C, vellum. You're much more technical than I am as a metallurgist. I have no idea what vellum might be, but that's good. That's really good. And glad to know Linda's okay. Give her our very best, if you would. I imagine all of your projects you've got ahead of you are going to keep you pretty well confined and pretty well, caught up. So we'll see if we don't get a chance to say good morning to you tomorrow morning. But whatever you do, enjoy your Tuesday. And making me wonder if you aren't one of the ones with the correct answer. 7-3, Tom. KD8LLA. Neil. Neil, it has been a freaking lifetime since I've spoken with you. It shouldn't be like this. I'm going to come down there to my wife's office in Navarre, and I'm going to go ahead and divert and come over and get you, and we're going to go to lunch one day. How's that sound? KD8LLA, WAWKY. What's your answer for the question to Eric's trivia?
W8WKY, WD8LLA. That sounds good to me, Fred. I'll buy. How about that? Yeah, I don't get many visitors. I think Wade was the last one come to see me, and Dustin keeps saying he's going to come visit, but he don't. But I'm going to go with B. I think any kind of paper wasn't manufactured before they did skinned hides, and the Indians and the cavemen had designs on their skin clothing, so I'm going with the sheepskin. And I don't know, I had something else I wanted to say, but at my age, I was up Belton Village today. That's a crazy place to drive. I hope to come to the meeting. I've been driving lately, doing a lot better, so I'm going to try real hard to make the meeting. I really miss seeing everybody. So, back to net control, WD8LLA.
WD8LLA, WAWKY. Neil, if you're there at the meeting Thursday, love to give you a handshake and a hug, buddy. That would be great, and you and I will get together for lunch. That would be a kind of a fun time. I'm sure of it. We'd have a great session. But whatever you do, you make sure you stay safe and out of the weather, because we're having some weird weather lately. And we'll look forward to getting together very soon. Certainly would appreciate it. Take good care of yourself, pal. 7-3. WO3X John. John, are you here with us? And it's good to hear from you, as always. What's your answer to this fantastic trivia question? It's all yours, John. WO3X, WAWKY.
Yeah, good evening, Fred, and all on the net. This is WO3X, John in Cuyahoga Falls. Let's see here. Back in the old days, when you were going to get a college diploma, they used to say that you're getting your sheepskin. So apparently it wasn't impossible to write on, but I think they used printing presses with ink, liquid ink. So that was a lot easier to use than a ballpoint pen. But for this question, I am going to go down a rabbit hole along with whoever was going down a rabbit hole with papyrus. That's D delta. So that's what I'm going with. And my wife had mentioned something about going to the post office. She does these postcards. They go all over the world, and she gets reply postcards back from all over the world. And it got me thinking I had something to do with the post office, and that was my 13 colonies special event log sheet and so forth. I hadn't sent that in yet, so during the net here I was preparing that, so it's all ready to go now. So with that, back to the net, W8WKY, this is WO3X.
WO3X, WAWKY. John, congratulations on 13 colonies. Good job, man. Good job. And we do have you marked down for D, papyrus. That would be in my assumption on this great trivia question. But, yeah, good for you, buddy. Whatever you do, you take good care of yourself. Stay dry. Stay cool. I think we're going to get cool down here in the next day or two. So I think we'll be okay. But you take good care of yourself. Great having you aboard this evening, as always, pal. 7-3 to you. KFAG Brian over in Norton and NAWS Bill out in New London. They were both in and out, my pals. We'll look forward to hearing from them again soon. We've got the old goat, K8AMX, American Motors Experimental, WAWKY. Good evening, Mr. Wilson. This is Dennis. How are you?
Well, good evening, Fred, and good evening to the entire net. And I don't know. I think I'm going to go with Delta. I'm going to go with Delta and giving no reason other than that's the one I want. And I want to tell everybody I appreciate everybody's prayers for me, and I'm almost healed. And due to go back to the home QTH on Thursday, and I'm gonna try to squeeze in the club meeting on Thursday night. So that's that. And I'm gonna turn it back to you, Fred. And 73 to all, and to all a good night. This is Kilowatt 8 American Motors Experimental 73.
To all, and to all a good night. What are we in, Christmas time mode here? It's great hearing from you, Dick. I'm glad everything's going well. We're going to look forward to seeing you Thursday, and hopefully you're going to be behaving yourself after you get out of there and doing your physical therapy the way you should. I'm a constant contender to say that is the most important thing you can do. Because after my surgery, I got accosted to say, you know what, you're going to have to do physical therapy. Just, unless you want to go back under the knife. And I don't. So I'm doing it, and I'm sure you're going to do it. But you got your darling bride. She'll probably put the saddle on you and saddle up if you don't behave yourself. So you take good care of yourself. We do have you marked out for D. Delta to the answer to the trivia question, and I hope I can get over later on this week to see you. Take care. 7-3, pal. WV3K Phil. It's been way too long. Thanks for checking in with us this evening. I think you probably know what the answer to the trivia question is, but we're going to let you say it yourself. WV3K WAWKY. Good evening.
Fred, oh my goodness, so wonderful to hear your spirit-filled voice. It's wonderful. And yes, I miss hearing you and speaking with you, and I would love to meet you soon and get some time in to have maybe even have lunch together at some point, hopefully in the near future. And it's great to hear you're doing a wonderful job as always. And I just want to say real quickly hello to Richard and Susan, and I hope that things are going much better with his health too. And my prayers out to you all that have had needful concerns to be met with prayer that just need to be attended to with trueness of heart. So anyway, that answer the question. I know from years past when I was in school, the cerebellum is an occipital region of the brain. Does some wonderful things about keeping us in balance. Does so many other things too, but I'm not going to get into all that stuff. So I think I'm going to go with C, with Charlie. I hope that everyone's doing well. I want to say a special thanks to Nick to doing what he's doing to make all this happen so that we can all connect through these nodes and stuff, even though I'm not really doing that, but through straight RF. And it's neat to hear everyone. I hope everyone's having a great evening. This is Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, back to net control.
Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, Whiskey 8, Whiskey Kilo Yankee. Phil, I think you and I should get together and go down and visit with Neil and have lunch, the three of us together. That sounds like a fun time. And let me tell you, I'm serious about it. So we will stay in touch, but I have got you marked down for letter C, Charlie, Vellum, and we'll see what all transpires here in the near future. With that, I am at the bottom of the actual staying in list. So is there any other stations, amateur radio operators that would like to check in on the Tuesday night weekly net for Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association? And maybe I'll have to have Eric give his question again, but we'll see what happens. Anyone else? Come aboard.
Kilowatt Delta 8 Romeo Whiskey X-ray.
If I may pick it up there, I had two stations trying to check in. The first one, I missed the call sign, although I heard the voice. And the other station, all I heard was static. Could you folks please re-identify?
Kilowatt Delta 8 Romeo Whiskey X-ray portable.
King Charles 8 Fox Queen Victor Mark KC 8 FQV.
Okay, I caught Mark, KC at FQV, and the other station, KD8RX, and I did not get the suffix. If you could slow it down and phonetically give it to me, my apologies. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll come again. This is Scott and Creston. Kilowatt Delta 8 Romeo Whiskey X-ray. Scott and Creston portable.
All right, Scott, we got you that time. KD8RWX. We'll get right back to you. And we've got KC8FQV in on the end. Anyone else for the Tuesday night weekly net, please give me a call.
KE8 TQR, Keith in Uniontown.
Please check in. K5CFY, Kilo 5 Charlie, Foxtrot Yankee, Ray in Tulsa.
Ridgeville. ALS, John in Fairlawn.
I did copy Jeannie, KC3QND, but there was a John in Fairlawn. Could you please re-identify for me and up the audio if you would, please?
Roger, Roger. This is Whiskey 2, Juliet, Lima, Sierra, John in Fairlawn. It's okay if my audio is weak. Just let me know and I'll step off.
Perfect copy on that, John. Thank you very much. I thought that was you. Anyone else for the Tuesday night weekly net?
Control, please check in. K5CFY.
We got you, Ray. We got you. I'm going to go ahead and give everybody what I got on this last round. KD8RWX, KC8FQV, sorry, KE8TQR, K5CFY, KC3QND, and W2JLS. Did I miss anyone? Okay, hearing nothing. The stations that just checked in, 6 or 7 stations. Would you like me to have Eric repeat the question for this evening for our trivia?
Yes, please. KD8RW.
W8ELM, W8WKY. Eric, could you give us a question again, please?
W8WKY, this is W8ELM. Yes. The trivia question concerns some early writing surfaces. So, which of the following early writing surfaces differs significantly from the others in its method of production? Which of the following early writing surfaces before the invention of paper differs significantly from the others in its method of production? And your choices are A, parchment, B, sheepskin, C, vellum, that's with a Victor, or D, papyrus. Again, A, parchment, B, sheepskin, C, vellum, or D, papyrus. Back to Ned.
W8WKY.
W8ELM, W8WKY. Eric, thank you so much. A really, really great question. Great trivia question. We're going to see what we got going on here. I wish all these stations well. This is not an easy one, for certain. We'll get over to Scott. KD8RWX, W8WKY. Scott, good evening. What's your answer, and how the heck are you?
Good evening, and good evening to everyone on the net. I hope my radio's getting out today. Just using a different antenna. I don't know. I like to play with them. Actually, I'm sitting outside right now, working on building another infed. I think 423 feet long. It's going to be a big project here. I actually bought on Sunday a 500-foot roll of antenna wire and got home to only be able to measure 414 feet before I got to the end of the roll. So had to get on DX and ask them what we could do, and they said, "Tell you what, come on in. We'll give you some more to make up the difference." So today I'm working on that. I think we'll just get it measured out, and that'll be the end of today's task. Anyway, as it pertains to the trivia question, I'm going to say probably parchment is going to be my answer, A. And the only thing I can think of is it seems like the newest thing, and it's probably, designed for mass production at that point, and there's probably some bleaching and things like that going on to make it more readable once it's been written on. So I'll give that as my answer, and I'll send it back to the net. This is KD8RWX to W8WKY. Good afternoon, everyone.
All right then, KD8RWX, W8WKY. Scott, thanks for being here with us. Appreciate it. Appreciate your attempt at your answer to this trivia question. It's a pretty good one. I think it is. And hopefully everybody enjoys it and walks away learning something. Eric usually gives the answers that are correct and why they are, so that's kind of cool. Kind of like doing ham tests online. We'll talk to you soon, Scott. 73 KC8FQV W8WKY. Mark, good evening. How are you?
Well, good evening, Fred. KCFQ here. I'm going to say Bravo B. Which was that? Everything else is going good here. Just did another change of the site, so got new insulin going again. Yep, every 3 days about. We got to add another round in there, but it keeps me going. And yeah, it's pretty decent. The only thing we have to do now is try to get the numbers to stay a little lower. And there, you know, we want to stay in range. Yeah, you look at this computer stuff. It can take a lot of numbers and analyze them. I think there is now where you can get a degree in analytic or something, you know, but we'll send it back to net, KCFQV, but I'm going to say Bravo B, KCFQV.
Alrighty, Mark. Good to hear from you this evening. We got you marked down for B Bravo. We'll see what transpires. Hopefully you're having a good Tuesday so far. KE8TQR. Good morning, good evening, Keith. Good morning. Too anxious to get to the barometer net. KE8TQR W8WKY. What's your answer, Keith? Yeah, I know it's going to be a good one.
W8WKY, KE8TQR. Good evening, Fred. Thanks for taking my check-in, and thank you for having the trivia question reread. I got in here after you all started the net, didn't hear it the first time, so I'm glad you did that. I'm sure that a few of the rest of us are as well. Let me get that out of the way. I'm giving it a lot of thought here, and I'm thinking I'm going to go with D Delta. I believe that was the papyrus, if I'm correct. And I think that's what I'm going to go with, D Delta. So that's my answer for that question. Anyway, it's good to get in here tonight. I don't get to talk to you as often as I used to in the morning, Fred. I've been sleeping in a little bit longer than usual. I got to break that habit so I can get on the barometer net. Anyway, it's good hearing you and good hearing everyone else tonight. I just wanted to take a moment and bother everybody with a little bit of talking and say have a great evening, and I hope everyone has a great rest of the week. And we know we got some cool weather coming, so hopefully everybody enjoys that. And yeah, just stay safe out there. And with that, Fred, like I said, it was good hearing you tonight, and I'll just send this all back to you. So this is KE8TQR saying 73, and God bless.
God bless you, Keith. Thank you for taking the time to get in here and check in with us. Always a pleasure to talk to you. We'll have to do 6 meter and HF and some other stuff on down the line here when we have some time, when we're both available. But yeah, no problem. I've got you marked down for D Delta. That would be my answer. Probably not correct, but you know, we'll deal with it as it comes. You take good care of yourself. Good to hear from you. 7-3, we'll talk to you soon. K5 CFY, Ray, good evening. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time to check in on the barometer net, the Tuesday weekly night, Tuesday weekly net. And hopefully we'll hear from you on the barometer net tomorrow morning. But, yeah, good to have you aboard, buddy. How's Fred, and how's everything doing at your end? W8WKY.
W8WKY. Fred, thanks for getting me into the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association's Tuesday night club net on the W8WKY repeater there in Doylestown, Ohio, 147.39 megahertz positive offset with a tone of 114.8. Appreciate you catching me in there, Fred. Always good to talk to you, especially getting my days started off right with the barometer net in the mornings. But anyway, I'd like to thank you for getting me into my other club's club net. Probably won't be making the meeting, but we'll be thinking about you guys. And my answer is going to be Delta. So thank you again, and thank W8ELM Eric there for a great trivia question. That's awesome. Back to you there, Fred. W8WKY, Kilo 5, Charlie, Foxtrot, Yankee.
Ray, we're all a little bit envious of your call sign, K5 CFY. Really cool. Really cool. And thanks for being here this evening. Do appreciate your presence, as always. We'll look forward to hearing from you tomorrow whenever you have time. I'm going to be on the barometer net sharp 7 a.m., and we'll be over on the boredom breaker net tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to get in here and say good evening to whoever is pre-net control for the Beacon Net tomorrow night. So Wednesday is a fabulous radio day. And, you know, for me, Tuesday's a fabulous radio day when I do the barometer net and the Tuesday night net. We've got you marked down for D Delta, Papyrus. I think you got a good choice there, buddy. We'll see what happens, but we'll look forward to talking to you soon. 7-3. KC3QND. Jeannie, good evening. It's good to hear from you. It's been forever since I've got a chance to say hello. Hopefully you and your hubby are doing well, and everything is good for you folks over there on the eastern side of us. It's all yours. W8WKY.
W8WKY.
KC3QND here. Well, hello, Fred. It's been a long time since I talked to you. Yes, it has. And thank you. Pete's doing good. Mr. Wilson's doing. Everybody's doing good. It was a beautiful day. Hot today, but beautiful. Sprinkle here, sprinkle there. Not enough to make a puddle. Wasn't even enough to wet the windshield, but that's okay. I think I'm going to go with sheepskin. I don't know what letter that was. Wasn't really paying attention, but sheepskin sounds good. I remember saying something way back a long, long time ago when I was in school. Something was wrote on sheepskin, so I think that's what I'm going to go with. So thank you, Fred, for checking me in, and you all have a nice night, and stay cool. KC3QND, back to net control.
Jeannie, you're sounding really, really wonderful this evening. It's kind of like you're just sitting right next to me. Great transmission, and I do have you marked down for B, sheepskin. We're going to see what happens. Eric will give us the gist of what's going on at the end here, but thank you for being here with us, and do appreciate you checking in. I know it's an awful early morning for you folks, but if we could hear from you, if we could hear from you on the barometer net, we'd be most appreciative. You take good care of yourself. Our best to Pete. Let him know we're thinking of him, and we'll talk to you soon. 73 W2JLS, John. John, it has been forever since I've spoken with you as well. You must have been pretty busy here in the last, few months. We'll see what you've got going on. W2JLS, W8WKY.
Whiskey Kilo Yankee, this is W2JLS. Good evening to you on your ears, sir, and everyone up there on the net. It's great to hear some familiar voices, and my apologies, I have not been much with the net lately, or the radio, but I'm tied up with pushed up on some more education. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking at my age, but I'm having a good time and running a full bunch. And what else have I got going on? Last December I committed to working out on a very regular basis, so you hear some background noise. That's people swimming out here in Fairlawn at the Wellness Center Lifestyles. But yeah, to the trivia question, I love it. I'm a book guy. I love books. I collect rare, old books. I have some stuff on vellum. I do not have anything on papyrus, and that would be my guess. I've got my reasons, but I'm not sure, because I think there could be some ways of interpreting this question in other light. But I love Eric's questions, and he's always got a nice explanation. So I'm going to pass it back to Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee, as hosted by WA8KOC. Good hearing you tonight, Fred. W2JLS, passing it back.
John, really good hearing from you. A little bit different quality in transmission. That's okay. That's cool. But if I copied you correctly, I had you down for letter D, papyrus. Is that incorrect?
Yeah, papyrus. That's my guess. Sorry about the quality of the sound. I'm in a pool area and a lot of background noise on Echolink. Thanks. Bye.
John, not a problem. No big deal whatsoever. I'm glad to share a QSO with you, short as it is, and hopefully we'll get a chance to talk again real soon. But maybe we'll even see you Thursday at the meeting if you have time. You take care of yourself. Appreciate your presence here this evening. We've got you marked down the letter D, Delta. We'll see what happens. 7-3, John. Anyone else, anywhere else, for the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Night Weekly Net, if you could give me a call. This is W8WKY. You're using the club call.
WV3K, recheck.
Rick and Maslin, in and out.
Rick and Maslin, you doubled with WV3K. Could I get your call again? I'll get Marky in and out.
Kilo Charlie 8 Lima Yankee Golf KC8LYG.
All right, Rick, I got you marked in and out. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate it. WV3K. Phil, you got a recheck? Take it away, pal.
WWKY, Fred, thank you. WV3K. I want to apologize first. For a couple times I've already goofed up this evening and having the mix-up and bunching up with other people, not paying attention to what I'm doing, I guess. Anyway, I heard Eric redo the question as far as it was clear to me when I was listening to it the second time around, and I did not catch what I was hearing was not what I thought, and I'm going to go ahead and change the answer to Delta. for some reason, I just feel that that's what the answer should be, and no explanations need to be given. I don't want to be messing around with that. But thank you very much, Fred, and blessings to all, and Lord's blessings to all, and I hope that everyone's doing well this evening. And again, Fred, thank you so much for being so kind and patient with me. WKY Net Control, Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. Have a good night, everyone.
Phil, God bless you, man. No problem. Not a problem. I changed your answer from C to D. We've got you logged in at D, Delta, for the answer. Not a problem. And you and Robin, take good care of yourselves. And look forward to talking to you again in the very near future. 7-3. That kind of rounds out the bottom of this list here. I'm going to make a last call for any check-ins for the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Weekly Net. Anyone wishing to check in that has not yet done so, give me a call, W8WKY. Silence is golden. Okay. Eric, W8ELM, thank you so much for always being kind enough to give us a trivia question. This one was a great one. We'll leave it all up to you to put the ribbons on it and see what's going on here. W8ELM, W8WKY. Over to you, Eric.
W8WKY, this is W8ELM. We had 10 correct answers tonight. And first of all, I want to say happy birthday to John, KE8UIB. His dad had the correct answer, as well as John himself. Correct answer was D, Delta, Papyrus. The rest of the answers, let's see, our fearless NCO tonight, Fred, had the correct answer. KD8SLG, Nick. KE8UIB, John, I mentioned. W03X, John. K8AMX, Dick. WV3K on the second attempt had the correct answer also. Keith, KE8TQR. And Ray, K5CFY. And finally, John, W2JLS. Those were all the correct answers, and I need some time. Parchment, sheepskin, and vellum are all made from the untanned hides of either sheep, calves, or goats. Sheepskin would be a type of parchment, and it was long used for diplomas, as a couple of people mentioned, and for legal documents, because by nature it was very difficult to forge changes in it. Sheepskin had kind of 2 layers of skin with a lot of fat in between, and after they would treat it with lime, those 2 layers would kind of slip apart a little bit, so if you tried to scratch something out, you weren't able to make it look good, so that's why they used it for diplomas and legal documents. Anything else? Vellum was calfskin, usually. Parchment, the name comes from Pergamum in Asia Minor, Turkey. Papyrus dates back to about 3000 BC in Egypt and was made by placing perpendicular layers of the papyrus plant atop each other, the fibers atop each other, and then pounding them together into a sheet. So thanks everybody for participating tonight, and I guess I'll say back to net 7-3 from W80LM.
W8ELM, W8WKY. Eric, fabulous question, and a chunk of history. We get this kind of from KA8MNT in his humorous history, and K8PJW in his actual history in the mornings. Pretty cool, pretty interesting, and again, thank you so much for being trivia master for us this evening. I'd not only like to thank Eric, but I'd like to thank all the other stations that checked in on the net this evening. Hopefully everybody has a good time, and hopefully everybody thinks, they didn't get the right answer, they learned something. Even if they got the right answer, they got the reason why it was right. Kind of like Ham Test Online. So anyway, there you go. Everybody, have a terrific Tuesday, what's left of it, and thank you for being here with us on the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Night Weekly Net. We're here every Tuesday evening. We're also here every Monday through Saturday at 7 a.m., beginning at 7 a.m. and lasting till whenever. That is called the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net. NTAD Dave handles Mondays. I handle Tuesdays and Wednesdays. AA8CS, our fearless leader, president of our club, Gary, handles Thursdays and Fridays. Either Javen, W8UA, or Stefan, N8WB, will be here on Saturdays. And, we're throwing in a couple of guest NCOs throughout the year to have a fifth Tuesday in the month. So, everybody, enjoy your Tuesday. Enjoy the rest of your week. Stay safe, stay dry, stay cool, and we'll look forward to talking to everybody in the morning. This is WA8KOC signing off as W8WKY for the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Night Net. Have a great day, everybody. 7-3.
W8KOC. This is WV3K.
W8WKY.
Whiskey 8 Echo Lima Mike, Eric between Smithville and Orville.
Eric, you're still on the 3-9. KDSLG.
W8WKY, repeater PL114.8. W8WKY. W8WKY.